everybody, welcome to Draw for Initiative. Next to me is my dear friend Tina, who's painting board game paintings with me pretty much every week. My name is Sarah, I'm the artist behind Pinselgeschichten, and today we have a lovely game, Fresco! Which is a game, we have the big box edition here, so all the 10 modules. You can put it down. I know it's super heavy, I know, I don't want to make you, I don't know, do sports stuff. It's a game for 2 to 4 players that are 10 years or older for about 60 minutes around. And we have had a little hiccup with this video.
You.
You by proxy. And I'm going to share with you. Now, would you believe me if I said we shot this intro again already like a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, it feels like a déjà vu.
Maybe, because we did. Because we had everything ready, including voiceover and everything that is for the editing of the video. And then I deleted the footage and couldn't recover it before uploading it to the YouTubes. So yeah, today we have more than one painting each for you. So on your first painting, my dear, what did you focus on?
On my first painting I tried to catch that moment in the game when you as a painter go to the bishop and present him with the finished work and ask him for your reward, and yeah, that's pretty much what I tried to capture.
You want to show it? I didn't put the
put
photos at the end yet. No,
but you can.
I could.
So people can see some details. Well, at least at your painting. I don't have that much detail. And
that's the face that I do when you hear at the voiceovers. It's like, oh girl, come on.
It's alright.
Unbelievable. I went for, in my first attempt of doing the Fresco thingy, game painting, I focused on the 2-player version of the game where you have kind of a simulated player with you who's called Leonardo, and he's painting a portrait, so it's kind of a meta kind of a thing. I'm painting a painter who's painting a painting. And yeah, that was my first attempt, but I seem to just have not liked it.
I get that impression too.
We gotta do it all over again.
So we did another set of pics, which were quite meta too. So everything's fine.
I was so mad. So let's tell the people.
Yeah, you were pretty much mad for us both. So I could spare time. So
I know.
It's not good for the heart. So
So
just left that out.
I'm gonna have a heart attack and you don't. You will carry on.
Yeah, I will carry on your legacy. It's alright. So, I'm
Post
Tina, the artist behind Pinselgeschichten, after Sarah.
Whoa! Yeah, get familiar with her. So, what did you focus on in the second painting then?
The corgi. No, honestly. Honestly, I focused on boobs.
Okay, but you can't see him.
Yeah, well,
imaginary boobs?
Well, you said I couldn't leave them in because
R-rating. You can. I didn't say any such thing.
So she grew some hairs. Well, the lady in the picture, not her.
I'm growing boob hair. No, sorry. This is gonna be a weird intro.
It's a little awkward, yeah.
No.
Let's go over.
It's artward instead of arkward. I actually followed a suggestion of my husband with my second painting, who demanded, he didn't suggest, he demanded I have a certain gag in the painting. So I just pretty much executed and, tried to depict what happens if the painters that you're employing are not happy with you being a boss. So yeah, and now we can see how the paintings came along. Weirdest intro ever! And there we go! Yay. First off, before we talk about the paintings, I have to say, bravo! I'm very proud of you. You made it really easy for me to edit this time. look at how often I only had to cut your feed because you remembered what I said.
Well, obviously I did. Obviously I did.
Oh, I guess you did because I said it to you in like jokingly that night when you painted. Don't move left, right, left, right, left, right. Do at one point and then move to the other and move back, but slowly.
As if I'd ever forget such things, like minutes later. No, it's totally not like me.
No, I was really very, very happy
I
this
just
time
can say you were lucky. I really forgot.
Goddamn. Well, we are sketching as usual. And I was so happy when I edited your feed. It's like, oh, I only have to cut 4 times. That's awesome. She remembered. Why did you take away my illusion?
It's the dire truth. You just have to accept it.
I know.
I'm not as flawless as you may think I am. I'm pretty close to perfect, but not that close.
The world is so cruel. But yeah, anyway, let's talk artwork. Let's talk board games. What did you, well, I mean, you said in the intro you wanted to focus on boobs, but what made you choose this drawing for the second time round? And by the way, I'm so sorry I made you paint 2 paintings for 1 game.
It's all right. I wasn't really satisfied with the first painting, anyways. The Fresco.
So did you make you feel?
With Fresco, I honestly, and that's again quite meta. With Fresco, I really had the problem of lacking inspiration for an motive.
Oh, okay.
So in the first painting, and I can, I guess
you can disclose anything. What
you had the suggestion that I could make that special scene,
and I totally forgot that. Now that you say it, I remember, but I totally forgot that. Yeah. I made a Tina.
You certainly helped making that. And in the second painting, I was thinking for like weeks, almost like at least 2 weeks when you told me we wouldn't have that.
We worked on some besides before that painting, so yeah, it was like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit. What am I gonna do? It was really hard for the first time to come up with a picture, so second time won't be easier. And I was like, what could help getting some views? And well, naked bodies, of course. That was the closest thing I could get, and so I'm sorry, but that's really what I thought. And also, well, I'm not that much into kittens. That's what usually makes up the internet. But so I put in the corgi. That's what I prefer.
Yeah.
So I had a combination of both.
And we looked it up on the internet. Corgis lived in the 16th century in Italy. So it's totally legit that there could be a corgi in the studio of your artist.
Well, they lived more in Great Britain, I guess. They were... I don't know if you know anything about corgis, but usually for me, a dog begins
at the height of the knee.
At the height of the knee. And I always say I would still love to have a corgi because that's really, really much dog on little space.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a cute dog. I mean, we looked up, we had to search for photos on the internet, of course, which was only research, no pleasure,
and this was, and we were totally not squeaking like. Ah!
No, we weren't.
We were professional about that.
Totally. Yeah. By the way, I'm done inking, and you?
I'm still watching for more corgi references.
I'm so mean. Let me very quickly...
Also, I had to, again, refill those thingies.
Brushes?
Yeah.
Oh.
You are always stopping me from working.
Well, choose another brush. Just saying. These are the brushes that I work with on the Etsy shop paintings on Fridays. So I always...
three of them, yeah.
No, just the blue one, the smallest one.
All three. I've refilled all three.
Oh, the others were empty anyways, because I don't use them that often. But let me tell you how long we took. So for Fresco, the first go, Tina took 61 minutes and I took 79. And for this second installment, which I call Fresco 2.0, Tina took 110 minutes and I took 32. Very short, very... I mean, I got a pretty simple painting there. There is not a lot to it, but...
Also, we both switched formats. In the first one, we had the same format, therefore pretty much the same time.
Space.
Also space. I'm in space. For the second, she had like a third of the size of mine.
Yeah, you got 20 by 50 centimeters, and I got 17 by 24.
Yeah. So also the corgi, it needed time.
Yeah, I mean
corgis need lots of time.
But I mean, the line work on my painting is pretty much just straight lines because of the cathedral and the steps there. The only kind of squiggly thing are the workers on the lower section of the painting, so that just takes less time to draw or sketch or ink on the paper.
Also, I'm not drawing Jamie from what's it?
Mythbusters.
Yeah, it's not him. He doesn't have.
Are you sure?
He doesn't have that royal mustache, so it's not him.
That's true.
Couldn't be Jeremy.
No,
Jamie.
it's an imposter. No, yeah. Anyway.
And you are also already coloring.
Yes, of course. And you are now too. You know, the funny thing is, since you said yours is a meta painting here, I took the photos today to, well, send you and to include in the video and everything. And through the camera lens, there was another layer of meta to it. So you got the painter, you are painting the painter that paints the girl, and the style that you're using, and you guys in the audience will see it in a minute when she starts coloring. When it's finished, it looks like a fresco on a church ceiling. Just the style of it. So there's another layer. It's the fresco of the painter. No, you're the painter painting the fresco of the painter painting the booby girl with a corgi. I mean, yeah.
I like that idea, yeah. Well, stop. It was totally planned like that.
I would love to see something like that on the church ceiling. I mean, painters back then did have gimmicks in their big frescoes as well. Yeah. So I could totally see a corgi on a ceiling in, I don't know, in the 16th chapel.
I remember that in a certain library where they had a curved ceiling. Mm-hmm. And there was a pug drawn there, and no matter which position in the room you were, and on which position, it was looking straight at you.
Yeah,
that's like the kind of
like the Madonna painting.
I just don't remember where I've seen that. It must have been many years ago, like on a school trip or something.
I just know that from just a bit of information here. We originate from the same part of Germany, roughly. And the city called Dresden is pretty much as many hours away from your home as it was from my home.
Like 1 hour.
Yeah. So in Dresden, there is a gallery called Grünes Gewölbe, which means green...
I'm looking for the term.
Gewölbe. I'm going to insert it, whatever. It's just like a Gewölbe is like a tunnel or a bunker kind of a thing, but with a rounded top. So you don't have a flat ceiling, but like these dome kind of... Anyway. So in that gallery, there is a painting from... Oh, I don't remember who would paint it, but it's called the Madonna, and it's a huge painting. It's like 2 by 3 meters. And there too... It doesn't matter where you are in the room, she always looks at you, and she's hanging over the small door where you go into the next room and see other paintings. And that was so impressive. Yeah. And it kind of a tiny bit reminded me of the girl that you're drawing or painting there. Because she, well, she's not looking at you no matter what, but the corgi does for her. He's like, take the photo of me, take the photo of me, which is kind of weird, I think. But again,
that's corgi for you in short sentences.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the definition of corgi.
If it didn't dawn you by now, I love corgis. Just saying.
That's totally fine.
They are so awesome dogs. I mean, they are cattle dogs. They are so smally dogs, and they are cattle dogs. Yeah. Really? So let's talk a little about your painting. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's totally fine. Well, I'm almost done with the background.
Like always.
I did take pretty muted colors as well, but not as antique brownish sepia kind of looking as I did before, but more...
Yeah, we switched that.
I have more of a blue tint this time around, so olive greens, warm grays, and blue. And I'm just coloring in the background first as always, and I want to have the popping kind of a color on these workers that are demonstrating, like having a big riot on the bottom of the steps and on the bishop, of course. But other than that, I want to be very, well, I don't want to say subtle, but like laid back, desaturated with my background.
Yeah.
Just to make the dudes pop.
So you chose more cold colors to get that into the background?
Yeah, and just pretty muted colors. They're kind of grayish, like all the way through. And well, I mean, I used 3 colors: warm blue, yellow ochre, and a Van Dyke brown to color the whole background, including the cathedral. So it's just a matter of mixing. And with those little workers down there, the shirts will have the poppy kind of colors. And the sentences on those signs they're holding up, that's the gag that Daniel demanded I included. 9 a.m. or bust! And he stood in the kitchen, we got ourselves both a cup of coffee, and I said, no, I'm just thinking about what I'm going to paint with Fresco and 2.0, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you got to do that. Okay. So I did. Yeah, so my hobby pretty much inspired this painting.
It's a little like cheating.
Yeah, he's always weird like that, but sometimes he just suggests gags for most of the other...
He's really weird in a good way, so it's all right.
He has a lovely sense of humor, but he usually just suggests when I say what game we paint, but this time around he demanded. So
also we are about to finish.
Yes, we're almost done.
We are getting to the next meta level.
Yes, the painting of the painting of the painting,
which stops painting while not being.
Yeah, I mean it's in progress. You gotta go to the theater first with the corgi, and then come back tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
I think that.
The corgi needed to go for a walk, so we had to stop.
Of course. By the way, we will have the photos of the first paintings that we did right about the time these 2 clips end, and then we show you close-up photos of these 2 paintings. So just to make sure you're not surprised or kind of irritated, like, huh? I didn't see that coming together. No, that was the Fresco. Just saying. I mean, yeah, and yeah, whatever. By the way, just to let you know, next week we're gonna start with the Draw for Initiative podcast. Yay. So check it out, take a look, see us talk or see what we actually do while we voice over these videos, it's pretty much going to be the same thing. So come back next Wednesday 9 a.m. CET, and in the background, behind the scenes, we will be painting things that you will see in the future. I hope, or we hope, I'm gonna speak for you now.
I thought it was the royal we.
No.
Like,
are you royal as well? Then I say yes.
We're not sure about that yet.
Yeah, not yet. So, well, that's something else we have to discuss at one point. We thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Let us know which painting you preferred this week.
You can choose of 4 paintings this time, but it's alright if you choose 2 of them.
Yeah.
Just this time.
It's gonna be once in a lifetime kind of thing here.
Don't promise that too early.
Oh, I'm never gonna delete footage again. I'm very sure.
Okay, we have that on record now. So
yeah, I can never ever again screw up. No, we hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comment section below if you have any questions or comments, or leave them for us for the podcasts to cover. And have a good one.
Also,
take good care.
Also, if you're missing a certain game on this list so far, let us know.
In my brain, it went to Let It Go, like right away, because you were like half singing. It's like, oh gosh, this is the weirdest intro and the longest outro. Have fun, guys. 9 a.m. CET. Have a good one. Do all the good YouTube stuff. And bye.